Alright, what's up? I cannot even begin to explain the excitement I've had for this ship. Um, Man, I've been waiting, and here it is finally. The PTU just dropped like an hour ago. They put the C2 and M2 in the game as well as the tank from Tumbrel. And man, I gotta say, this ship is awesome. Been through two 30Ks trying to get here, but we're finally here. We'll hope the server holds out to get through this presentation. But man, look at this beauty. I mean, she is gorgeous, and she is big. It's currently in the VTOL mode. You can see its wings are lifted up there. Comes default with two revenants up top.
Praise Pico. Praise Pico.
Might have to turn that off real quick.
The ship has been taken over by the Pico cultists. Leave your seat immediately.
Alright, sorry guys. So you can see there's a Revenant gun up top. So they moved them in the concept pictures. It showed a turret under the nose right here. But now both guns are up top. They're gimbaled size 4s, fixed size 5s. And there's two turrets. There's one on the bottom, both size 4s. There's your main like retro thrusters up there. Here's the VTOL engines with the VTOL thrusters underneath right here, which also become your side strafing thrusters when the wings are folded up. It comes stock with those M9A laser cannons. You got your main engines back here, as well as a ridiculous amount of flares and decoys up here in the back. And there's even more engines as well as the top turret up there. You've got your two cargo ramps, your two access points, front and rear. So we'll go ahead and open this rear one real quick. Yeah, see there's more of the chaff and decoys. It's ridiculous. So I've noticed these panels that are in, you've got a lock and an open button, so you guys just gotta make sure you click the right one. And doesn't that just sound amazing? I mean, wow, they actually gave us some pretty neat audio. Alright, I'm going to tease you with that. We'll go in there in a sec. You also have a access elevator here for a player. It goes through all the decks of the ship. And as well, you have the front elevator. Excuse me, front ramp. That big belly of the beast opens up. Oof, that just looks so good. Gonna lift the ship up a little bit as it's not perfectly level. There you go. Now she is level. Look at that. Just lifted the front landing gear off the ground with the ramp. It's amazing. Alright, let's go inside, shall we? And while we're in here, just to make sure no one comes and screws with us, we'll lock this up. I've noticed there doesn't seem to be a closing sound, but the ramp is currently shutting. So I don't know if that's a bug for the outside or if I'm not hearing it because I'm in the interior. Alright, but here is the main hangar. It's not as wide as people think. People have already attempted to fit an arrow in here. It doesn't work. But I'm pretty sure you could easily fit, you know, Merlin, P-52, P-72, a couple other ground. I mean, obviously you can fit two tanks in here, like probably 4 ballistas. I mean, man, this cargo bay is huge. And it's impressive. So rather than taking the elevator, which is a little, actually no, we'll take it for the aesthetic. There is a ladder you can climb up that takes you up top. Screen isn't working yet. I'm sure they'll get that fleshed out soon. But man, does this ship look good. Alright, now here we are in like the top / main deck of this ship where you'll be living and flying the ship. You got a couple of your life support and a couple storage units all the way down. There's more storage down there. They do open. It just says access, so I'm guessing they haven't given us the ability. Oh, actually, there it goes. It does let you. Look at that. Personal storage to the ship. That is insane. That is freaking incredible. Alright, so now we'll start at the back of the ship and we'll work our way forward. So back here you got your main engines, you got your power plants, which these things are, you don't even realize how big a size their power plant is. I said power plant, I mean power plant. This ship only has one power plant. It's a size 3. No access. I'm assuming that's part of the engines. I don't know what that is. So here's your main engines back here. As well as when you run up top, you can see the engines are off, and you can see the cables are just kind of pulsing because they're not actually on right now, which is pretty cool. And I have no idea what that is, but it has to do with the engine. I don't know what in the world is going on back there, but it is insanely bright, as you can see. Here's a cooler, it looks like. Can't open that one. Yep, there's a cooler. Just one cooler. Yeah, these must be part of the main engines, because the main engines are on that side. So let's go down into the habitation area over here. We got some storage lockers. Store some gear in. Those are a little hard to close when they're both open. Main habitation area, got a couple beds. Only 2, because this ship is only supposed to be a 2-man ship, apparently. Beyond me on that one. I figured it'd be at least 3, maybe even 4, considering the turrets. The reflection looks pretty good on that. You got your nice little shower. Another one. Got your toilet down below. Nice. Your mirror. Doesn't work yet. That's pretty cool. More storage, more gear lockers. Go back out to the main deck. That's all there is on this side. On the opposite end, you got a recreation. I know in the M2 there is no recreation. This side is a armory, actually. Since that one is more of a military vessel. You know, you get an extra turret, a little more firepower, some missiles, etc. Nice little seating area to hang out. All your food processors and refrigerators, and even looks like a TV with a couch. It's pretty awesome. A little bookshelf. Set your trophies and your flare items up on. Get everything all set up. All right, so let's head to the front of the ship because we're coming to the end. The ship is not that big. I mean, it's big, but it's not. There's not a lot of interior space in here. It's very what it's built for. There are. That looks like a shield generator. I'm gonna assume it is. I don't see anything else. I'm assuming these are bull shield generators right here because they weren't back there. Lighting power. There's only one power plant, so that can't be a power plant. It's got to be a shield generator because the power plant was back there. I'm gonna assume those are shield generators. We're just gonna roll with it. This is basically my first time really opening all these hatches and looking at everything. Nope, that's a shield generator. Just kidding. What was that then? We already saw the cooler. Here's the 2 shield generators. Man, what are those? I have no idea. We've seen the cooler, power plant, shield generators. Maybe it's part of the radar system. Backup batteries. Maybe the backup batteries. That might be actually, it does say lightning power on it. Got your nice little door sensor. I actually don't know what this is. What is this? Ah, weapons locker. Okay. Wow, that's a lot of weapons that you can put in there. Okay, that's awesome. Looks like you got one on each side. Wow, okay. Looks like a hot swap for a suit of armor, probably in case you're going into a hostile environment and you need to quickly swap. Escape pod would be my guess. I honestly have no idea what that is, but that looks like possibly an escape pod. That or that is. One or the other. Dick. Yeah, I have no idea. Okay, well now here's the front of the ship. This is definitely going to be your server blades, from what I can tell. That or this is supposed to be avionics, like radar system, but hopefully this is server blades. Same thing on this side, okay. Cool. Pretty sweet. And then this is your main cockpit area. I mean, as you can tell, we're looking at the sand right now. Did the ship fall? Oh, it did. It totally did. It fell on its nose. That's funny. Looks like going to be an engineering station that you'll be able to mess with in the future. Has no functionality at the moment. Pilot, co-pilot. You know what I just noticed? I don't even know where the turrets are. Let's go back and look for those real quick before we hop in the pilot seat, because I don't even know where the turret seats are. I never saw them. I do know there's 2 turrets on this ship. I don't know how to access them. So let's find out. Is one of them up here? I do not know. Wait, oh, I think they're remote turrets. Probably remote turrets controlled by the co-pilot. Okay, we're back. My game crashed as I was roaming along the ship here. So we're back. We're gonna go ahead and head into the pilot's seat. Let's take this thing for a spin and see how she does. 'Cause I'm excited to see that. Oh, that's not good.
Crusader Industries, a journey worth taking. Systems on.
So we are on the ground, it's just not rendering in. So the planet's not rendering, it's just nothingness at the moment. Well, that's a bummer, just lost a wing. Okay, well, we'll do a quick exterior flight of this bad boy. Got the Hercules up there on the front, on both sides. I don't know where they're going to put the names on this ship whenever they give us that ability. There's the ship-specific code in the rear. So, wait, what was that SCM speed? Looks like 135. Ship comes default with 2 strongholds for shield generators, which is nice. And you can also see in the PTU, which is new, is you can see my ammo count up here at the top left of my HUD, which is pretty sweet. Top speed of this thing, it maxes out at 960. Not that fast. I honestly thought it was going to be faster being, Crusader's Legacy is kind of just being fast ships. But, yeah, 960 is not that impressive. I expected it to be at least like 1050, but still faster than most ships in its class. Other than a hammerhead, you're not outrunning a hammerhead, which kind of sucks. But it is impressive, so you can see the guns are up top, dual revenants. It's pretty cool. Oh, planet loaded in. That's nice. It's pretty awesome when you power the weapons off. You will see the guns tucking in right there on both sides, and that is pretty sweet if you ask me. I like it. Nice and clean. Disappears. I like that design choice. I think that's why they got rid of the turret under the nose right here that was originally going to be there. I think that does definitely happen on the A2, because the A2, supposedly the pilot has 4 guns instead of 2, so we'll see how that turns out. And so maybe they'll put that little nose gun underneath there again.
Weapons on.
Alright, so now let's go ahead and do a quick test of the co-pilot and see if those gunners are actually remote turrets like I was expecting. Because I think they are. If that is, though, that's kind of annoying. You can't have both gun turrets controlled at the same time. I didn't pay attention. I'm pretty sure they're remotes. I wasn't looking. So let's see how we turn this thing on. Oh yeah, look at that remote turret already. Okay. I gotta power this on somehow. Where's the power on switch for this seat? Oh, I think the server just crashed. Did we just 30K? No, we didn't.
Crusader Industries, a journey
Oh, there we go.
worth taking. Systems on.
Oh, that's funny. We'll get that fixed. That's funny. Screen's on. Oh, okay. Anyways, let's look. Yep, here we go. Okay, so that's the bottom turret. I can't stagger them. Interesting. It's alright. Okay, so there's those.
Weapons too hot.
And there is the top turret, which has very limited field of view, honestly. It is really only meant for rear defense. I mean, it doesn't have a lot going for it. Yeah, there's not a lot to it. I mean, it's very, very limited. Up is pretty trash. I mean, look at that. It's 70 degrees. Can't even go to 80. That's pretty sad. I wish that was more. I do. I like those engines. They look good. Turret's pretty cool. I wish they'd make it slide out and lift up, because I would like it to be able to fire more to the left and the right to help defend the ship, because right now it's very limited in what it can do, which is a bummer. Yeah, well, I mean, it is what it is, I guess. It's still cool that you have them. Kind of annoying that, from what I can tell at least, you can't have both turrets controlled at the same time in the C2. I know the C2 is a little bit more of a cargo runner. It's not really designed to fight. It's just, it has, you know, some decent weaponry to defend itself if needed, which is definitely worth it. It looks like you can lock that. Like, you could, you know, keep, or no, that makes sense. I'm assuming the reason that actually closes a hatch and there's a door here is so that when you open the hangar in a, you know, no oxygen environment to unload your cargo or your vehicles or whatever you're transporting, that, you know, the top part of the ship up here stays with oxygen and doesn't vent itself to atmosphere. So that makes sense. I would really like to know more about the design language of these cables and whatever. That looks like a freaking fusion engine back there. I mean, Jesus, that is so bright. It is insane how bright that is. But yeah, that's the quick little tour of the C2. I mean, it's an impressive little ship. Or little. Definitely not little. It's quite large. It's about twice the size of an MSR. Definitely a big ship, for sure. But also very... Whoa, what was that? Hold on, let me get out of the seat. I just saw a button I can press. What is that? Is that right here? Open. What did I just do? That sounds like I just opened the cargo ramp. Hold on. Is that the button for opening and closing the cargo ramp? Because that would be freaking sweet. No. What in the world did I open? I'm very confused right now. I have no idea what that button just did, and I can't see it when I'm in the pilot seat. What is that? Or did that little thing open right there and I just didn't see it? Oh, it did. Okay. Okay. Wow. How did I miss that? What is that? Is that a server blade or a trash can? Not gonna lie, no idea. I have no clue what that is supposed to be. No idea. Beats me. Maybe someone in the comments or whatever can tell me what that is if you know what it is. But, I mean, that's pretty cool. I mean, I think that's where I'm gonna end it here. I mean, there's not really much else to show with this ship. It's just kind of a cargo hauler. It has 696 cargo, which is quite massive. I mean, that's 120 SU more than a cat. So, I mean, with that, thanks guys. Y'all have a good one.